Welcome back to Operation Belsagnari. This is the British Empire, Tintin playing, and we have quite the turn ahead of us. This will be the first turn the UK goes to war, actually. The last major nation, apart from France, of course, that doesn't have a player, to go to war. But first of all, we have to do the KMT placement from last turn. I think I have non-combat as well. Yeah. So I don't have any non-combat. And I will just place the mountain infantry that I purchased in Kweichow along with the other mountain infantry that I already have. That will be it. Then, for the British turn, we can start with the tech. So we will roll for fighter, and air fighter, and then air doctrine, as well as engineering. So we need a 6 or higher, 6 or higher, no, 5 or higher, and a 5 or higher. All right, so we gain expeditionary airfields. Sadly, we miss air doctrine, but we do gain engineering up to poison gas. So that will be it. Then for British purchases, we will let's see. Britain will finish its 3 carriers or move the third one up and move the 2 on stage 2 up as well. Build a minor factory in Calcutta. Yeah. Sorry, just looking at one thing. Might actually build a minor factory in southern India. I think that's better. Yeah, I'll do that. A fighter, then 2 colonials, influence roll on Spain, and an airfield, which I just got. Expeditionary airfields, which I can buy for 1 IPP. At least I'm quite sure how it works. So that's 35 IP, I'm 36 IPP. So let's roll for Spain. And at a where's the die? At a 3 or less, it is ours. Miss. All right. So to get into the turn, Britain will be declaring war on Russia or the Russian Empire and do a series of attacks. I think we can start in the east with 2 amphibious assaults and a naval attack. So first of all, an early cruiser, torpedo boat destroyer, and 2 torpedo boat destroyers will go and attack the Russian torpedo boat destroyer here, allowing for This transport to pick up an infantry and a colonial, as well as these two early cruisers to bombard and amphibiously assault Borneo. And then this transport and this pre-dreadnought to amphibiously assault Java with one colonial and an early cavalry that joins the second round, if combat continues. Otherwise, here we have an amphibious assault into the Netherlands with 2 fighters, 3 infantry, an artillery participating, and 2 dreadnoughts bombarding, I mean. Then like a screening force that will attack a pre-dreadnought, which consists of 2 fighters, an early cruiser, a torpedo boat destroyer, and a torpedo boat destroyer. And then a continuing force attacking this transport fleet and a torpedo boat destroyer, which consists of a heavy cruiser and an early cruiser. All right, those are all the attacks. So I think we will start with Asia. The riskier of battles, I think. So first of all, we can start with this navy attacking the torpedo boat destroyer, which, well, I don't doubt the victory, but, you know, dice can be cruel. So we have 1, 2, 3 out of 2 and 1 out of 5 versus 1 out of 2, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So we can have 3 out of 2 and 1 at a 5 versus their 2. First round of combat, and it's only up to 3 rounds of combat. So we get a hit and he misses. So that is the Russian torpedo boat destroyer dead. Next, we can have this attack with an early infantry, a colonial, attacking Borneo with the transport, and 2 early cruisers bombarding at a 1. So, just to double check that the bombard is at a 1. But it is, so no worry in that. We can have these dice over here. So we can have these guys as the first strike bombards. We have the green as an infantry and a colonial, as it doesn't matter. They both attack at a 1, and a colonial defending at a 2, and there will be double casualties since there are no marines. So if it gets a hit, both are dead. So we get a first strike hit and a regular hit, and he misses his attack. So the Russian Borneo will now become a British Borneo. I think I'll do IPP changes after. All right, and then now for the second amphibious assault with the transport picking up early cavalry and colonial, and the pre-dreadnought moving into this season as well to both attack Java. I'm also quite sure jungle doesn't do anything with infantry. I do hope so. I don't think my colonial can attack it any lower. And I don't think the cavalry don't defend at -2 either, so cavalry just defend at 1 here because it's an early cavalry. All right, so in this case, there would be a bombard at a 2, as well as an infantry at a 1, and a cavalry at a 1. Blue will be the cavalry at the 1, defending, and then the cavalry will join in the second round of combat if the battle were to continue. All right, so let's see if anything hits. Oh, so let's see. Both hit, meaning that both the infantry and the cavalry will die. My early cavalry will stay on the transport, and Java will remain Russian. So, but the cavalry will be killed. All right. Then now let's go to the British front. Let's go in this order of attack. So we can start with two transports and this part of the British fleet, the 4th Fleet here. Moving up to the CISO, and 3 infantry and an artillery attacking the Netherlands. There will also be double casualties here, but there's only 1 infantry, meaning the battle will continue no matter what. As well as 2 fighters joining the battle at a 6. And then, of course, 2 dreadnoughts bombarding. 2 dreadnoughts bombarding at a 4. No, 3. No, what is it? Dreadnoughts, a 2. Oh yeah, so quite low. I don't know. And the artillery joins the second round of combat, of course. But I'm not sure if I should put this out on the battle board or... we can do it, why not? It doesn't hurt. So we got 2 bombards at a 2, early infantry at a 1, early infantry at a 3, fighters at a 6, and artillery that will join on the second round of combat at a 3. Early artillery, I think, yeah. So we can roll our 2 first strikes first. Misses. Then we roll 1, 2, 3 infantry at a 1. And that we have our hit. And then we have a Russian response at a 3. 7. So it's a miss. So we liberate the Netherlands with 0 casualties. That will also bring the British up 1 IPP. And the fighters that went 1, 2 here will go 1, 2 back to the British Midlands, and both will land in the British Midlands. Even though that's done in, I think, the non-combat phase, I'll just do it now. So then we will have the transports stay here with the 2 dreadnoughts. Let's see. And we will have this continuing force of 2 fighters moving 1, 2. An early cruiser, a torpedo boat destroyer, and another torpedo boat destroyer attack this pre-dreadnought. So here we have 2 fighters boosting 2 ships. So we will have 2 TBDs, no, 1 TBD at a, this will be a TBD at a 2, this will be a TBD at a 3, and this will be a early cruiser at a 6, because it's boosted. One of the TBDs boosted, one of the cruisers boosted, and then this will be the pre-dreadnought at a 6 defense. We can make that green. So I'll roll those. Six. Well, we got 2 hits, and they have 1 hit as well. So we kill the pre-dreadnought as well as losing 1 torpedo boat destroyer. I don't think I can take a fighter. Actually, I do think I can take a fighter. So I will take a fighter. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I will lose a fighter. And then this fighter lands in northern England. But do correct me if I'm wrong, and then I'll take off a torpedo boat destroyer. And then the continuing force continues on. And a heavy cruiser and an early cruiser fight a torpedo boat destroyer, since transports have no combat value. So that will be a ship at a 5 and a 6. You can have the blue be the 6, and then the black will be the 2, which he defends at. And there's also 3 rounds of combat here, don't forget. And we get the hits we needed. And this, the TBD, including the transports carrying the units, will all be eliminated. And we can break, oh, it was a heavy cruiser and a early cruiser. Yeah. And we can delete this fleet, which no longer needs to exist. Let's see. Then for non-combat movement, I will have coastal subs move, submarine move, as well as the first fleet. So the submarine joins the first fleet. The 2 seaplanes fly to Gibraltar. And also this Austrian seaplane I've circled because I don't know what it's doing here. I'm quite certain it doesn't reside in Spain, but I think it must have been moved by accident. We will have the airship fly to the Midlands, cavalry go to London, and infantry go to the Midlands. And then we can have early colonial stay here actually. It's all right. And then we have this infantry moving to southern India. We can place our units. So we finish 2 carriers and move the 3rd carrier up to stage 3. Place both carriers here. Place this fighter in London. And as well as the airfield being built in the Midlands. And then factory and 2 colonial will be placed in Burma and Maharashtra to make sure that we still collect IPP. And then the minor factory will be built in southern India. And that will be it for the British turn. Navy has been spread out. All right. Thanks for watching. And now it's off to Russia.